They try to act unbothered, as if your absence is just a minor detail in the rhythm of their lives. They scroll through their phone, smile with their friends, post selfies, reclaim their independence. But beneath that surface, something is stirring, slowly, quietly, and almost always, inevitably. At first, it's subtle. A random memory of something you once said, a scent that reminds her of you, that annoying way you used to smirk when she got mad. It used to make her roll her eyes. Now she misses it. Why? Because silence creates space, and in that space, the mind starts to wander. See, most men think the way to get a woman obsessed is by doing more texting, more compliments, more showing up. But the man she can't stop thinking about, he did less, not because he was cold, but because he understood something most men never will. Emotional impact isn't created by presence alone. It's created by meaning, by mystery, by contrast. And here's the uncomfortable truth. What made you unforgettable wasn't how much you loved her, but how much she felt around you. Desire, uncertainty, curiosity. The man she can't stop thinking about is the one who made her feel something rare, something she couldn't quite label, something that didn't follow her script. He's the one who knew how to hold space, how to walk away without closing the door, how to say just enough to keep her wondering. And that wondering is powerful. See, the female mind is wired for emotional depth, for narratives, for psychological tension. She doesn't become obsessed with logic. She becomes obsessed with emotion. And obsession isn't born from security. It's born from polarity. The push and pull. The moment you lean back, just as she leans in. The unspoken question. What is he thinking? Does he still care? Why can't I stop thinking about him? The man she can't forget is the one who left an echo, not noise. The one who didn't try to prove himself, because his energy already spoke volumes. His silence wasn't emptiness. It was presence. His distance wasn't punishment. It was gravity. And in his absence, she started to remember everything differently. The way he looked at her when she wasn't looking. The way he didn't chase, but didn't disappear either. The way he made her feel like she was stepping into his world, not dragging him into hers. That's the difference. Most men orbit around her. He stood still and let her come to him. But don't confuse this with manipulation. This isn't about games. This is about essence. The man she can't stop thinking about is the man who became a psychological imprint, a reference point, a question mark in a world full of periods. And often, he's the man who walked away with dignity, not to hurt her, not to get attention, but because he was already full within himself. And that fullness is rare. That fullness becomes attractive because it's free of need. And when a woman senses you don't need her, but choose her, every interaction becomes more intense, more sacred, more alive. The man she can't forget doesn't beg. He doesn't argue to be understood. He doesn't explain his worth. He lets time and distance do the talking, because he knows if there was a real connection, she'll feel it more deeply in his absence than she ever did in his presence. It's not about being heartless. It's about being whole. Most men try to fill the space. He respects the space. Most men rush to fix the emotional gap. He lets her sit in it, feel it, question it, and eventually miss it. You don't become unforgettable by being the nicest guy. You become unforgettable by being the most felt, the one who left a mark not through grand gestures, but through grounded presence, through restraint, through knowing your worth so deeply that you're not afraid to walk away if your value isn't seen. That's the paradox. The more you chase, the more she forgets. The more you release, the more she remembers. Not because you're playing games, but because you're no longer feeding the illusion of control. She's not obsessing over you because you beg for her time. She's obsessing because your energy now exists in her mind, and she can't pin it down. And here's what most men don't understand. When you stop over-explaining, stop apologizing for your standards, stop trying to be the perfect guy, you become real, raw, unfiltered, and that realness sticks. The man she can't stop thinking about is the one who gave her something to feel, not just something to hear, who gave her moments that made her question herself. emotions that made her come alive. And when he stepped back, not in anger, but in power, he allowed her to experience herself without him. And that's where the obsession begins. Not in presence, in absence, not in validation, in contrast, not in begging, in self-respect. So, if you're wondering whether she still thinks about you, ask yourself this. Did you become a moment or a mystery? Did you try to win her approval or live your truth? Did you leave her with a script or a silence that still echoes? Because the man she can't stop thinking about isn't the one who chased her. It's the one who made her feel, then disappeared into the mystery of his own life, his own mission, his own meaning. She remembers him not because he made her feel safe, but because he made her feel alive. That's the man she can't stop thinking about.